Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shadow of the Colossus. I'm not in the same spot that I was because I was out here messing with photo mode. You might actually notice the photo I took if you're paying attention. But today is a special day. It's also a sad day because the next Colossi is one that I always have a hard time taking out. It's widely regarded by pretty much everybody that plays this game to be the best thing in the game. And I tend to agree. It's one of those moments in games where things just kind of turn. Like, the first two Colossi were massive and amazing in their own way, but you get to the third one and you're just like, oh, that kind of game. It's staggering, and you'll see what I mean. This is the first real point when you realize you're up against a force, and it's not going to be easy to take on. It's one of the better moments in the game, the first time you approach this. So I will say this again. I've said it in both of the previous episodes. If you haven't played this game, this is the point of no return, because this is one of the best moments in gaming ever. And if you watch someone do this part, it will ruin it for you. It's your final warning. Go out, buy a copy of this game. It's not expensive, especially considering how fucking gorgeous this game is on PS4. Go out, do yourself a favor, get a copy of the game, and play through it before you watch any further, because what's about to happen is one of the best memories in gaming that I've ever had. If I could get the horse to step over the rock, thank you, aggro. Actually, really like that spotted skin on aggro. Alright. So up there waiting for us is a sleeping giant. Literally. Gonna jump into the water here. I don't remember. There it is. Okay. And this is also introducing another mechanic that will be used in the future. Really good example of foreshadowing is the fact that you can swim right here, right now. Basically telling you, hey, get used to this because you're gonna get thrown into a fight with something later on that will use this mechanic. And this part right here coming up, not the Colossi itself, but this is like the biggest fight in the game, is this jump. At least whenever I was young and I was playing this game, I could never make this jump on the first try. And if I made the first part of the jump, I would screw up the second part, and it would just annoy me. Jump. Yep, there it is. Yep. History repeats itself. Swimming back around. Oh, I'm making you sit through this. It's happening. Yeah, look at that, though. Like, that alone is probably the best part about the PS4 remaster, in my opinion, is the draw distance. Like, there's so much more detail in the world at a distance that you just couldn't achieve on PS2. And the game in itself is a fucking masterpiece on PS2 already. But, like, at this point, like, you can see the trees and, like, tell that they're trees. Those probably weren't even there on the PS2 version. Like, the ones up top over there, on top of that, like, mountain, those probably didn't exist. You could always see the temple. The temple was always in the distance, no matter where you were. They did a good job of making sure that that was visible from pretty much anywhere on the map, other than, like, the places that it's obviously not going to be visible from, like, caves and shit. But, like, just look how far you can see. That alone is an achievement, if you ask me. Alright, let's try this again. It's like this is my fucking arch nemesis in this game, is this jump. Why is it? Okay. Alright. It's like floaty. I don't understand. Yeah, that's the right button. I'm hitting. Okay. I don't know. I really don't. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. I always have trouble whenever I play through this game, like a new playthrough. It's always, like, giving me trouble doing this. Like, the only time I remember not having issues with this jump in the PS3 version, when I went back and platinumed the game, I had to go through it on hard mode, and I had played through the game so much on normal mode that when I got to this part, I knew what I was doing. I'd made the jump every time. But for some reason now, even though it's basically the same thing, can't do it. Can't functionally make a jump. Alright. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's stop attempting that. Aggro's over there on shore like, what is this asshole doing? Like, I'm just being a horse, and he's just literally falling. That's got to be, what, 75 feet? At least into water repeatedly. Like, people jump from heights way bigger than that, but repeatedly, that's some serious brain damage eventually. Like, it seems to want to float. Okay, that was weird. Like, I don't know why. I'm jumping in a straight line, and it wants to float to a certain point, and I held down the grab button, and it just kind of did it. Alright, so all I have to do is make this jump. That's all I have to do. How do I... Okay. There it is. There we go. Okay. Now that we're up here. This guy... Catch a glimpse of him? Yeah, there he is. Like I said, this is widely regarded to be the best Colossi in the game. This and I think it's number 13, Phalanx, I believe. They are considered the, like, most... Oh. My controller just turned pink. I didn't know my controller was capable of such use. This guy. Let's not talk about the time trial for this guy. Let's just not talk about it. Not at all. I've always, I love this Colossi, specifically, but his fucking face, man. He looks like a goddamn duck. There's a trick to this guy. You see how he has that, like, bracelet thing above the sword? You have to break it first. And the key to that is making him hit this thing. And while that is the regular way of going about this fight, there is another way to do it. It's much more difficult. There we go. Alright. Now, I need you to do that again, but over here. And see, he gets his sword stuck, you climb up it. Oh, I fell. Lame. Yeah, this is the stuff that I'm talking about whenever I say this is one of those games that it could take a matter of minutes. It could also take hours to defeat these things. Because ultimately it comes down to physics and timing. And those two things can work against you in horrible ways in a game like this. But yeah, there is a way to get to the top of this guy's head without breaking his little bracelet. And that's typically the method that people use in the time trial. It's pretty goddamn difficult, but I have managed it. What the hell are you... Okay, I've never heard that before. There's also a little trick here. I don't know if it works outside of the time trial. I'm going to try it, though. Because this is one of the ones that will jostle the hell out of you if you climb onto his head. Like, he will start shaking and you'll never get a chance to attack. I need to switch to the sword. But if you stab him in the shoulder, he puts his head down and he shakes his shoulders and his head is still while he's doing that. That's a trick I learned from the time trials as well. And you'll see what I mean eventually with the... Okay, that didn't do anything. Alright, that's 2. There we go. Alright, that should be done. Yep, okay. Back down here. Get my grip back. Alright, you just keep doing that. You see what I mean? You can't attack whenever they're doing this. Alright, stab you there. Come down here. Now, I got really lucky just now. That was, quite frankly, that was just complete dumb luck that I just fell in the right place. And as you can see, he's just keeping me from doing any damage right now. And the time trials are very difficult because of that shit. Oh, so close. There it is. And that was Gaius. I don't know if I actually said his name beforehand. But yeah, Gaius is widely accepted to be basically the best Colossus because it's the first time you see one of such a daunting stature. I actually got the special edition. Run away! Run away! Run! No! I wonder if it's possible to make it off the platform. I doubt it. But, I actually got the special edition of the PS4 version of this game with the steelbook, and Gaius is the one on the steelbook. It's very much gorgeous. It's like my new favorite thing ever. Okay, I have all 3 versions of this game at this point, along with the PS3 version of Ico, because it's a collection. Shadow of the Colossus, not Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian Special Edition I have as well, and the only thing I'm missing is the PS2 copy of Ico. But that's 3 down. We're making our way through this game very quickly. I've only been recording for an hour. Like I said, these episodes might be very short, but some of them might be very long. What's next? Alright. I don't know what this one's supposed to be. I remember its name, but I always had a sort of an internal debate. Because I always wanted to call it a giraffe, and everyone else that I know that has played this game calls it a horse. But that's for next time. Until then, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. Ta-ta.